Welcome to part 2 of the back garden photographer. Here's a quick recap. I'm just photographing what I could find in the back garden, which in this case was some blossom. So on Monday when I was doing this, I just used the 70-200 and now I'm using it with extension tubes. So if you can see in this video of me working at it, those black 3 rings behind the lens are extension tubes, which means that you can get really close into stuff and magnify them a lot more. But as you can see there, I'm really struggling to get it to focus, because with big magnification what happens is your focus stops being so it only works in a small zone. See how close I am there? After trying for ages to get this to work, I disappeared and got a tripod. So here's what I ended up doing. I ended up getting the tripod on, moving the lights out of the way, putting live view on and moving the camera into position as close as I could go. And now I had live view on and I kept tapping the screen at the back on the 5D Mark IV to try and focus on a flower. Now it didn't always work, so you move the zoom. Not necessarily the focus ring, but you move the zoom a little bit. You can see me just doing it there. And when you do that, that changes what your focus. So the process is get it into position, put the lights into position like they are there. 2 lights going on there, and then keep just tapping the back, and this is what you get. So these are zoomed in a lot more, really close in. I was focusing on the ends, the little yellow blobs at the end of the flowers. So yeah, using these macro rings is really cheap compared to buying a macro lens. I think that set was about £50, but they are tricky to use, and if you're using all 3 of them, I found it impossible to do with hand holding, so I had to use a tripod. So give it a go. I mean, you can probably order these things online or borrow them from a friend. They're really cheap and they allow you to get really close into stuff. So any new challenges for the back garden, give us a shout.